you talk about future warfare, everyone thinks of exotic tech, billion-dollar weapons, and space systems. But sometimes the tide of war is turned by something that isn't giant, isn't loud but silent, precise and deadly. A drone that even the Russians are actually keen on buying and kinda dream of getting their hands on this military tech. Hello and welcome to Apocalypse Channel. Today we're back but with a video on a very different topic about one of Iran's best military achievements in recent years, which, in one sense, could be called the best. Maybe even the pinnacle of Iran's drone tech in the realm of Kamikaze drones. So, stick with us until the end of this video, cause we're going to talk about one of the best Iranian drones out there. Alright, let's dive into the 3D model, the three-dimensional model we custom-made, to give you a full and detailed look at its incredible technology. This is where the Arash drone comes in. A bird designed to hunt, and it has only one mission: destroy the target, no return trip. Arash isn't your average drone. It's a suicide or kamikaze drone with a digital brain, meaning it goes, it searches, it hunts, and just when the enemy thinks they're safe, it slams itself into the target with millimeter precision. The advanced version, the Arash 2, is something even more incredible. Get this number, you won't believe it. A 2,000-kilometer range. That means it can launch from the drone carrier and go straight for targets deep in enemy territory. No need for a base or refueling. This means wherever the enemy thinks is far off, that's exactly where it's within range of this Iranian drone. But here's the question: how can this little bird survive deep in enemy airspace? The answer lies in its guidance system. Unlike many drones, the system designed into the Arash drone is actually capable of flying in a zig-zag pattern. It doesn't fly a straight path, allowing air defenses to predict its next move or, track it easily. Instead, it's equipped with a mix of satellite and inertial navigation, meaning even if the enemy jams GPS, this bird doesn't lose its way and keeps going right to the end. Plus, some versions are equipped with visual recognition systems, meaning it takes images itself, identifies the target, and makes the final decision. A killer robot in the sky, needing no moment-to-moment commands. But here's another interesting point: its speed. A speed around 200 kilometers per hour. Not super fast, but just right to be precise and stay safe from radar detection by flying low. Its appearance is actually simple, but the simplicity of this drone hides some of the best technology inside. It's interesting to note you shouldn't be fooled by this simple design. Its aerodynamic design helps it fly for hours and loiter over the target until the moment it attacks. But one of Arash's most important uses is something enemies fear more than anything else: suppression of enemy air defenses. Imagine the enemy has set up its air defense systems like an invisible wall around vital areas. Systems like the Patriot, short-range systems, even mobile versions. This is where Arash's mission becomes clear. In fact, this is where its real value is tested. Flying low with controllable speed, Arash gets close to the enemy radar, locks onto it, and at the critical moment, right at its most vulnerable point, it puts itself into a dive and detonates. Using mass attacks from multiple directions, the enemy's defense wall can be easily breached, opening the way for the main attacks by fighter jets. Basically, Arash clears the path for cruise missiles, combat drones, and fighter jets. But it's also really interesting to mention its destructive power is incredible too. It carries between 20 to 50 kilograms of warhead. This means, if needed, it can destroy a radar, take out a command post, or even demolish a concrete structure. In recent military exercises, Arash has been a key player. Scenes where it accurately hits moving targets, and the moment of impact is exactly what commanders want to see. Another interesting point, this drone can also be launched from mobile trucks with light launchers, meaning high mobility, quick setup, and escape before detection. But Arash isn't just a warbird, it's part of a deeper strategy. For years, Iran has focused on asymmetric warfare, where instead of expensive weaponry, smart, low-cost tools are used to land significant blows. Arash is exactly a symbol of this thinking. Low cost, very high destruction. Iran, just like other arms exporting countries, has moved towards exporting a downgraded version of the Arash drone to other countries. In this region full of tension, this silent bird is now playing its role well. There are documented reports that versions of Arash, albeit downgraded ones, have been transferred and exported to Iran's allies, meaning it's not just Tehran that has this bird now, and enemies need to watch out from multiple directions. But the crucial question arises here. Why is everyone afraid of Arash, and why do so many wish they had it? It's an incredible bird, stable, low cost, and most importantly, unpredictable. In an era where billion-dollar fifth-gen fighter jets fly the skies and cost a fortune, Iran, with just a few $1,000s, has built a tool that can prevent those jets from even flying. And finally, regarding this Iranian military masterpiece, we should say it's not an ordinary or standard weapon. It's not like other drones either. This drone is the whispering sound of future battles. Battles decided not by nuclear missiles, but by unassuming birds from thousands of kilometers away. Interestingly, this drone is ranked much higher than its domestic rival, the Shahed 136, and the Russians have repeatedly shown interest and desire to buy it. But because of the very interesting technologies built into this drone and the mission defined for it, Iran has so far been unwilling to export this strategic drone. What's your opinion on this strategic Iranian drone? Do you think it could be a game changer in future wars? In our view, it definitely can be, and it's one of the best pieces of military equipment and weaponry out there. Be sure to share your thoughts with us in the comments section. And if you're interested in fascinating military facts, I recommend subscribing to Apocalypse Channel so you don't miss our next fascinating videos. Hope to see you again, and hoping for brighter days. Goodbye.